What is up, folks? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be electro-shocking the backyard pond. That's right, we're going to be dropping those little metal probes into the water. They electroshock the fish. They cause them to float to the surface. We're going to net them up and get a sense of the overall health of the pond. We went from about a 1 acre size pond to roughly about 2.5 acres now. So almost tripling the size of the surface area of this pond and adding a ton of depth where we didn't have it before. You can also tell if you just like look over the edge right here that we were just a couple of weeks removed from that big stocking that we did. You guys saw we dumped over 10,000 new bait fish in the backyard pond. If you guys missed that video, I'll link it down below. Go check it out. The only problem was that our beautiful oak tree, the gigantic staple, the centerpiece of the pond, if you will, the one tree that we actually cared about surviving, appears to be dying right before our eyes. Do you know what though? I'm not gonna focus on that because the rest of the pond is coming together really well. Got the feeder all set up, it's running really good. Got the pond stocked, like I said, we've already put fish structure, we've already done all of that stuff. But today we're gonna get that electroshocking boat out here and we're gonna find out once and for all how the bass population looks and really how every fish population looks and how healthy they are. By the way, I got my man Jordan here from Common Man Outdoors doing some filming. Say hi there, buddy.
Hi there, buddy. I do what I'm told.
I do what I do. Jordan's been out here a million times. He knows the place better than anybody.
I poached here many times.
He's illegally fished out here many times. Just kidding. Speaking of Neighbor Darrell, he told me something the other day that was really disturbing, and I have to find out if it's true. Darrell? Why is he never home? But yet he always seems to be doing stuff around here. I guess that's why, because he's out doing stuff. He's not just sitting around. I have a feeling he'll find us. The thing is, Darrell told me the other day that because of all this rain we've had, obviously we've had a couple hurricanes hit the southeast here recently, and your thoughts and prayers just go out to anybody affected. Like Jordan, you guys having to replace your roof, you live in Tampa. Us up here in Alabama got a ton of rain, which caused a ton of erosion damage around the new pond project. But Darrell also told me that it may have blown out his brand new beaver pond that he just got. Oh my gosh, it did! Oh!
No way.
No! No chance! Oh my gosh, this is so sad.
LOJO, watch me on you.
Ah! Dude, was this about to run over me?
What did it bark, brother? I got it, it's on my foot.
Dude,
just get her and
free. Jordan, you saved my life. Brother, I thought there was a snake behind me. I'm sorry, I was so distraught by what I was seeing. Guys, this place, you remember, you saw. We kayaked through every square inch of this. This is so crazy. This was just acres of water. Me and Andrew kayaked to way back in the back. We went to where you couldn't even go any further and there was still standing water. To see all this dried up is just crappy. Tons of animal tracks. Guy, you figure everything's been in here. Freaking raccoon, that could be a deer track. Maybe even a stinky little hog here or there. So this is interesting. You still got some like creeks that are running through, but there's multiple ones. You got this one right here. There's like 2 more over here. Dang. This really sucks, guys. And the main reason Darrell wanted to build that peninsula was he wanted to make this like a duck blind area, you know, and hunt all this in the winter. And we also like to fish it as well. And now none of that's even gonna be possible unless the beavers rebuild. This is crazy, dude, look at this. If you watched that first video, to see the beaver dam how it was and to see it now, this is insane. Look at how much this has opened up. Oh. Whoa, my gosh. I mean, this was built up to like here, Jordan. It was like up to here all the way across. I'm okay. That water's cold. Gosh. Got both the feet wet. Frick. Oh my God. And a gecko just came at me. Bro, stop it. Why did you just appear out of nowhere when I Got my feet wet. Oh, he tried to bite me. Look at that cool little guy. You sure find some interesting things down the swamp. All right, dude, I'm sorry.
Man, y'all are just kayaking here and catching fish.
I know, and it really makes me wonder what effect this has had on our swamp. Remember, our backyard swamp is connected to Neighbor Darrell's property over here, so you know this has had some effect down the way, which is us. Oh my gosh, there's a pool right here. Think there's any fish stuck in there? Anybody? Be crazy if there was. You got a fishing rod with you? I don't see anything. You know there's probably like a little fish stranded somewhere. These little just creeks and rivers that are now cut through. This is the wildest thing ever. What is that? Ow, that's sharp as shit. Wow, I just cut my finger open and my fingers, or my phone's ringing. Wow, this is too much blood for YouTube. We might have to desaturate this image. I cannot believe how sharp that is right there, Jordan. I like barely touched it and I just cut my finger open.
Yeah, it looks like it was plastic.
Well, it looks like a freaking shell, like an oyster shell, which I should think those shells are incredibly, like when they break, you know. Ouch.
You need to get that cleaned up.
Yeah, probably so, huh? That is a gnarly cut. Yeah, okay, well, you always like to add a tetanus shot to your to-do list, or I do anyways, just personal preference. This is so wild, man. There's some little bait fish in that deep hole right there. Well, we might want to go seek out a first aid kit. It's starting to burn pretty good. That's probably all the bacteria, you know, just taking a hold of my immune system. So let me go douse this finger in some alcohol real quick and we will resume this mission on my side of the swamp. Ouch. It's still bleeding really good. Dang. That's a bitch. That's so dumb. That's just a dumb way to get hurt. Extra, extra, read all about it. I'm not sure if you guys have heard the good news from Manscaped or not, but they say balls. That's right, this video is brought to you by Manscaped.com, and these guys are experts in balls. And Manscaped has serviced over 11 million customers. And I'm not sure about the math, but I think that's 22 million balls we're talking about. And today I want to talk to you about the Performance Package 5.0 Ultra, featuring the Lawnmower Trimmer 2.0 and the Lawnmower 5.0. First up, we've got the Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra. Now this trimmer elevates your grooming game because it has that next gen dual skin safe blade heads. Nope, it does not cut. Well, that's really good to know. The Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra also has a bigger LED light and introduces a dual temperature feature. This thing is so freaking cool. First of all, it's waterproof. Second of all, it's got a lithium-ion rechargeable battery. Let's talk about the Weed Whacker 2.0, which is perfect for the ear and the nose hair trimming. This bad boy is also waterproof. And guess what? Built with that same skin-safe technology. Okay, I haven't trimmed my nose in like ever. Along with these two awesome trimmers, the Performance Package 5.0 also comes with a stick of deodorant and an aftershave lotion as well. And when you use my promo code that I'm going to put right here on the screen when you check out, you're going to get 20% off your order, plus you're going to get 2 free gifts and free international shipping. So head on over to manscaped.com and get your hands on your very own Performance Package 5.0. Join the over 11 million happy, satisfied customers so far. Big shout out to Manscaped for sponsoring today's video. Guys, give it a try. Your balls will thank you.
Y'all see my beaver pond?
Yeah, we just came from there. Yeah, I had to bandage myself up a little bit.
Uh-oh.
We didn't have any medical tape, so I just used duct tape.
And my beavers are fired.
Yeah, so what happened? What do you think happened? Just
That
the front?
rain we had.
Okay.
Remember that rain we had 3 or 4 weeks ago, that real hard rain?
Uh-huh.
It blew it out.
Gosh.
And evidently the beavers down here, because they ain't been back. They ain't tried to build it back.
Once I've got this bandage up, we were gonna go back down to my side of the swamp and see what it looks like because God, that dam is just blown slap out.
Yeah.
And the water level, if it was up here, the dam now, it's like 6 feet low.
I know.
It's
it
dug
was
out.
pouring through there.
Yeah,
I went there that next morning was blowed.
Yeah.
You could have whitewater rafted down it. It was pouring through there. God. How hard was that bottom when you walked down it?
It was walkable. Most of the way. I hit a couple little soft spots.
Okay, we had plans on duck hunting.
I know, I hate it, man.
It's gonna take a while for that fish population to build back up.
Damn.
If you go up there and go down that dirt road, that'd be a good thing for you to film if it's part of that video. You
Yeah.
go down that dirt road.
Yeah, where it comes underneath the road down there?
Yeah.
Okay. We might have to ride down there in the ATV and go look at that. That's a
You'll
good
be able
point.
to see mine blown out from there.
Well, we finally tracked old Neighbor Darrell down. He was sleeping in a little bit. He's getting ready for a trip to Louisiana where they stay up really late and their sleep schedule is all jacked up. So he's preparing for that right now. Darrell also said that he would be absolutely willing to help us catch, clean, cook up some catfish if we happen to electroshock any catfish down there. So we might be eating some Darrell's food today as well, which is going to be a treat for you there, Jordan. Now that I've got my finger really good and bandaged up, feeling good about that. Is that too aggressive right there when I showed that? I wasn't meaning it in that way. I was just like, But yeah, I got my finger bandaged up. I stopped the bleeding. The bright red squirting blood stopped that. But now my curiosity is piqued because Darrell just told me not only is his beaver pond completely blown out, which we just saw, he claims that the rest of the swamp system that runs for miles has also sustained a ton of damage as well. So we really need to get down there on my side of the swamp and see how bad it is. Now that the pond's been expanded, they've done a ton of work on the back side of this dam. They widened it, they brought it up 3 feet, and now we have direct access to the backyard swamp. Dang, our pipe is barely flowing. That's kind of weird. Of course, there's fish in this puddle right here. Got the old drainage pipe. It actually got clogged up at some point. The erosion was so bad from the flooding out here that this mound basically got pushed on top of that X-flow pipe and completely blocked it up. We had to get a bulldozer out here and clear it back out. Those fish down in there. They're all hiding down there. That's wild. This little trail leading into the water with fresh tracks on it too. A little clawy. What's that look like to you, Jordan? You're an animal expert. Is that just standard raccoon or is that something bigger? Aquatic?
Coyote. Yeah.
Coyote, really?
I think we got some claws there.
That looks too big to be a raccoon. Either way, I mean, we've got raccoons running around right by the pond on trail cam. So we know they're around. It just looks like something's going in and out of the water right here, does it not?
It does.
I mean, that looks like pure scrape or just even like a belly scrape.
Like a slide.
Yeah, like a slide. Well, hey, Darrell has said on many occasions that he believes he has heard alligators down here. That's just throughout the years that he's lived here. I have never seen one, but you know as well as I do. If there's water here, this is wild water, and there's miles of it. So you can't stop gators from going where they want to go. Man, that's something. And there's like a little cut through all the grass right there. That's pretty freaky. Waving at my neighbor with my bandaged finger. So like I said earlier, this swamp creek system actually runs for miles. So we're a good little ways down the road from my house. And he's right, you can literally see all of the downed trees, all the stuff that used to be covered by water, not even a month ago. Wow. Well, that sucks about Neighbor Darrell's beaver pond. I mean, we really wanted to keep fishing it and keep exploring it. By its nature, it's part of having water in your backyard. It's kind of unpredictable. I just got a call from the gentleman driving the electro-shocking boat, and he's about to be here any minute, so we need to hop back in the ATV and skedaddle back to the house. Let's shock up some fish, boys. Oh, God. Ow. Dang it. This thing's bothering me, man. I'm just gonna take this thing off. So this is gonna be the first time that we have ever actually used the new boat ramp. And I gotta be a little honest, I am a wee bit nervous that this thing is going to crack under the pressure. You guys will remember we had a ton of flooding rain down here. Part of the same floods that blew out Neighbor Darrell's beaver dam. And that flooding caused so much serious erosion down the edges of the boat ramp. I'm just not sure how much damage it actually did. Here we go, we got the moment of truth here. Putting a truck and a boat on this ramp for the very first time. It's almost surreal that we're actually launching a boat in the pond on a boat ramp. Please don't break. Haha, she held. All right, well, the boat ramp seems to be holding just fine. Now, that is a little John boat, basically just a 10 rig, but still, this is a good sign right here. So the reason why we're electroshocking the pond this time around, you know, we did this once a year ago back in the pond's original state. The reason we're doing another one is because we did do all of that work to the backyard pond. We had to tear up a lot of dirt, had to knock down some trees, had to relocate a lot of dirt. And the pond itself, the water level was drawn down a substantial amount during that whole process. So just like we saw out in Texas recently with my good friend Mike's lake, kind of drying up, then having a cold rain, and a lot of his bass ended up dying because of that. We want to make sure that our pond did not suffer a similar event and that our bass health and all the fish health is really good in the pond. These things are so stinking cool. I'm a little scared to touch one, even though I know it's not on. Just kidding. So those little danglies right there are going to be sticking out in front of the boat, and the little tips are just going to be in the water, just electrocuting a few feet down into the water column and hopefully showing us, revealing to us the fish that lie beneath. Well, I don't know about y'all, but I'm ready to electrocute some fish. Okay, let me get back here with him. Get some weight off the front there for you, bud. Had a little bit too much weight up front. I think that's one of my neighbors, David. He's like, what are y'all doing?
All right, so when y'all get back up there, just need the probes adjusted to where that kind of fingers of the star are about 6 inches above the water.
All right, I'll adjust them. I'll be your first mate today. All right, so we got to get these bad boys to where they're just dangling in the water. Like that, about that right there?
No, a lot further.
Oh, a lot further, okay. I'm getting my training in today. I'm becoming a full-fledged electroshocker. My neighbor's like, bro, what are y'all doing?
All right.
He didn't even wave at me, he just drove off. Oh my gosh. I love country neighbors, that's all I can say. They just drive up, make sure you're okay, and they just keep driving.
Done this before. There's only one rule of the boat. When that generator's on, don't touch the water.
That's a good rule. So how many fish do you think will like actually electroshock keep and for you to measure?
So we're looking to at least get 30 bass to have a good sample. This is a survey machine, and we only see about 15% of the fish population, so you're not going to see every single fish pop up in here. Our water temperature right now is at 66, so it could be a little warmer, but it's not too bad.
That's really chilly for this pond too. That's kind of crazy.
So hopefully we'll see them up in the shallows. You know, this thing has about a 6-foot effective range. That means a fish about 6 foot away is going to feel the shock. If it happens to kick into the field, you'll see it turn, flip where you can get it. If it kicks out, you'll just see a flash and you'll really get a good shot at it. Today, if you're seeing stuff come up, take everything out. Small bluegill, bass, everything.
Anything that comes up, we're going to net today.
We're going to net today. Take a look at it. I'll go ahead and take the data on everything. We'll draw you up the report from what we see.
So there you go. We're gonna get at least 30 bass today, just to get a good sample of the average bass size. But we're gonna net absolutely every fish that gets electroshock today, just to see what that overall health is of the pond. Let's get rolling. I'm ready. I'm ready to put in an honest day's work today. Netting some fish. Oh boy, it's hot. We're hot. All right, we're approaching the dock. There should be something around this dock now. This cove has been so loaded with fish every time I've come down here. We got to electroshock something down here. Oh, there's something. Oh! Oh! Dude, we got a bass within 2 seconds. Okay, you're supposed to flip them right in the tank. Oh no! That's how they do it right there. That was so sloppy. That was so bad. Okay, this is where they get fed. There's got to be a ton of fish right here. Come on. Oh, shoot. Little bait fish everywhere. Look at them getting shocked. Ah, look at these little guys. I guess I'll net one of these tiny ones. Oh, my God. Look at all this bait fish. Whoa. Whoa. Catfish. Nice. Got a little kitty cat. Wow. Hey, that's a great sign. Already we've got multiple species, bluegill, catfish, and bass, all electroshocked out of like the same 10-yard stretch. That's a good sign. Whoa, bluegill, baby bass, bluegill. Oh, there was something else right there. Oh, bluegill everywhere, dude. Oh yeah, we got fish everywhere. I'm hoping once we get out into some semi-deeper water, which we have now, we're actually gonna get some more fish that we weren't able to reach last time. Check out that bluegill we just got right there. It's a decent sized little guy. And that bass right there is decent sized too. I mean, he's not big, he's decent though. Be glad to see it. Look at that guy. That's a decently healthy little fish right there. Okay. I'm liking what we got going on here. We were seeing a lot of fish activity a lot earlier than last time. We haven't even left the cove and we've already got every target species that we wanted to see today. The pond feels so much bigger being in it now. It's so weird. All right, we're approaching the island. And this is the closest we've been to the island so far. Oh, there's a couple nice bass right there. Oh, yes, sir. Decent bass right there. Right off the island. Dude, hell yeah. That's cool. You like to see a nice bass right on the island. Oh, we have got to go camping on this island soon, guys. That's a big red ear or bluegill. Oh, we got to get him. He's huge. Oh, no! Reshock him. He's getting away. No! Oh, we are shocking this poor gentleman a lot. He got shocked like 3 times. Sorry, Jordan, I'm getting you soaked, bro. Oh, there's another bass right there. Another bass. Yes! Got him. Dude, there's a lot of bass. Dude, check out the island, man. So cool to be this close to it. I still have not stepped foot on it, but we're gonna be spending the night on this thing real soon and surviving on it. If you head straight to that dirt right there, I think we'll hit that structure. It's somewhere right out here. See if you can see a shadow, Jordan. It's somewhere like right here. You might be able to just see it. That's probably it. Also, if you draw a line from where we are to that pipe, that's where the rest of the structure is. Now we're out here sitting in the deepest part of the pond, or what is now the deepest part of the pond, because we expanded so deep on this side. Really hoping we can pull something up out of this deep water. Bluegill! Bunch of them. That takes some skill doing that little flip right there. I'm no good at that. I'm shocked we got a catfish. Get it? Shocked? Got it. Oh, bass! I missed him twice. He's just a little guy. Shock him again. Also, that pipe is really good too. The pipe is almost a guarantee. The inflow pipe always has multiple bass around it. Fire her up, let's corner them. Gotta be bass back here, has to be. Oh, there's a little one. Oh, there's a couple. Oh, fish everywhere. They're all just tiny. Oh man, there were a bunch of bass, they're just not the right size. Oh dude, bass everywhere. Babies. Babies, man. Oh, look at all these fish. Whoa. Look at all these fish. That was a haul right there, dude. That was a haul. Just feels so good to have a pond with obviously tons of good solid forage for the bass. Just a good feeling. Oh, little bass. You just get the feeling that these little guys, look at them twitching. Look at them twitching. Oh my gosh. Look at my guy. I am so sorry about this, but you won't ever remember that this happened, Junior. Don't even worry about it. We just want to study you. That's all. It's a bluegill, Jordan. There he is. That's a good one. That's a pretty fish. Don't you leave now, you dirty bastard. Oh, I got him somehow. That is a pretty fish, dude. Look at that bluegill. Look how beautiful that fish is. Like a tiger bluegill. Wow, that's so cool.
Let's see what we got, how much we got and everything, and then you want to come back out for another sip.
If we go back in that cove one more time, we'll probably push a lot of fish in that cove and get some more. But yeah, I'll just kind of look at what we got so far for sure. We've actually got a great assortment of fish in here. I mean, you got your like medium size little brim bluegill. which we just stocked a ton of these, and there was a bunch of them already in here. You got that one nice bass that we looked at. There's actually a couple decent bass. They're not big by any means. Oh, there's that big brim right there. I mean, look at this guy right here. Look at that beautiful fish. Absolute beauty. Thick, larger size. Then we got that kitty cat right there. Oh, no, don't you be rude. You got a big old head. Oh, I like to do it the hard way.
You like to do it the hard way?
Yeah, is that the stuff that makes them docile?
Yes.
Oh no, we don't want that. Does that make the job easier? No, I don't want that. His head is just a little bit big. I do this grab on him, but oh! He's feisty. Look at that. That's actually a really nice sized channel catfish right there. I am happy to have, dude, sorry about that. You just literally just threw a bucket of water in your face. I'm sorry. It's good to see a mixture like that though. Now there's a lot of small baby bass. You don't love to see that. Let me grab one. You don't love to see, you know, a ton of the smaller ones, but hey, what can I say? We're in the middle of a pond transition right now, and we're trying to get things going in that right direction, but I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. I want to get a red ear in this box though. I've seen a couple big red ear sunfish that got electroshocked, but they barely got away from my net. So let's try to find a couple more coming in this cove. Oh, there was something. Oh, I got a bass. Got another decent bass. Oh my Lord, look at all this bait. Good God, there's a million of them, but they're all really small. Oh, there goes a bass. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. I just netted like 15 bluegill. Oh wow, they're still coming out. Wow. There was like 100 bluegill underneath that dock. Oh man. Whoa, look at all that bait right there. That's crazy. Look at that. Look at how many minnows and stuff were just sitting right there. That's insane. And more right there. Look at all the fry and minnows. That's so gnarly. We're just leaving a trail of floating fish behind us. This guy does not look that good. This guy looks like he's not gonna pull through. I'm just saying, he doesn't look good. I'm worried about him. Oh! That was a big fish. That was a big fish. I don't know what it was. He just shot something big. God, what in the world was that? Dang. I hate that we didn't get that. Dang. But that was a bass. That was a good sized bass. That's the biggest one I've seen today for sure. All right, we're heading into the cove. We know this is one of the fishiest areas we have in the pond right now. Look at all the sunfish. Oh my gosh. That's insane. Oh, another catfish. A big catfish. Ah, look at all the fish. Oh my goodness. Big catfish. Let's see if I can get this guy. Ah! Oh, he's on the bottom. Ah, I got him. I got another catfish. That's insane. Oh! Look at all those fish right here. This cove is absolutely loaded. There's no doubt about that. No, I dumped him out. I think we shocked up a good sized bass over there. I couldn't get him. He got up underneath the boat.
You goals for this a bass pond, not a catfish pond to take it, or?
Yeah, definitely want a bass pond.
Okay.
Yeah.
These catfish can really undercut a lot of your bass growth because they're eating the bluegill too. So getting these guys out today might be a good idea.
Okay, well that's good to know. That's good to know. Large catfish may not be the best thing if we want bass health. We need to see a good sized largemouth bass. That's what we need for morale right now. Oh, there's something. There's a bass. It's a lot of structure, like leading up to that overflow pipe and then all the way around this curve is where most of the structure is. There's a little bass guy. The biggest encouraging factor to me, like last year versus this year, because we're seeing about the same amount of bass that we saw, but there's way more bluegill in that size of forage on this shocking. So that is a very encouraging thing for me. We just got to get this bass population a little bit healthier. So that stuff just kind of makes them more docile when you handle them. Look at that donkey right there. That's a good looking bluegill.
Bluegill 140, bluegill 200.
That's one of the 200 bluegills right there. I think this is in centimeters, but millimeters. Excuse me. Yeah, me and the metric system are just not that friendly.
Bluegill 140, bluegill 120. We're at 335, which is 13 and a half.
These are decent, you know, starter bass. You know, we had some similar bass to this size last year when we electroshocked, but they're healthy. Like he said, they look really healthy. They're not skinny. They're not emaciated. Another decent one. Probably about the similar size. These are some, at least they're really pretty. That stuff does work. It makes them super docile. Look at my guy right there. Like he just had a little nighttime gummy and he's just like, bro, what is going on right now?
375.
Look at them all just sitting there. That's so funny.
1.03.
Look at my guy's just upside down like, whoa.
Size, you want to see this type of size right there to be feeding your bass.
Sure,
That's the most important ones to see in your pond.
That's a 200, isn't it?
That is a 200. Yep.
Yes.
210.
I know. I'm just gonna start calling them 200s, even though I can't remember if it's centimeters, millimeters.
165 bluegill. Bluegill 105.
I don't even have to know. That's a 200 right
Little
there.
shell cracker 90.
Check that little guy out. He's a decent.
Bass 400.
I think that's the biggest bass we shocked today, I think, or close to it.
1.8. Bluegill 150. Bluegill 160.
Come here, bud. It's so wild that we got two of these today. I mean, he could probably tell a lot better than I could, but it's hard to electroshock these catfish up.
Oh yeah.
It's not easy. They have skin and they don't have scales, so they react to that electricity differently.
Talking 2-foot catfish, 24 inches.
Nice.
Weighing 5.5 pounds.
5.5 pounder. That's a good eating catfish right here. Well, yeah, we're gonna keep these guys because that was one of his recommendations, was to remove some of the larger catfish like these guys. I mean, look at that belly right there. My guy's eating good. He's stealing all the bass's food. So the only thing to do is turn this into food, right? Teach him a lesson. All right, the electroshocking truck is gone, obviously, but we got the old kitty cats in the bag on ice. They're actually having a much better time than you think. But our good friend Darrell is ready to do a little catch, clean, cook, and I know no better way to end an electroshocking day at the pond than a meal with our good friend Neighbor Darrell. All right, guys, it is the next day. We went ahead and got those catfish on ice. Neighbor Darrell went ahead and cleaned them last night. They are ready to be cooked, but first, real quick, before we do this little catch, clean, cook, so the backyard pond, all right? We talked to that gentleman off camera. They're gonna do a full report, like a full write-up. You know, they take all of that data that they collected when they were doing the electroshocking and they compile that into a report, and then they give it to the pond owner and kind of just tell you, you know, recommendations for making your pond healthier, for growing your fish faster, and just all those things. And you guys heard some of that, so I'm not gonna repeat everything. But he said the bluegill population was really good, first of all, which is a good sign. The bass population is healthy, but then again, they might be a little overpopulated, kind of already knew that. And we need to remove potentially some of the bigger catfish and a lot more of them so they're not putting such a hurting on the bass's food supply.
Fish fry.
Oh yeah, you know that stuff's the
Crispy
best.
Southern. Yeah, you can't get any better than that.
Yeah.
Ain't no sense even trying.
And is that why you like it, just because it's so consistent with the taste?
It is.
Yeah.
But normally I'll mix one of these with the regular one.
Yeah, I got it.
But I like catfish. I like cornmeal on catfish. I like flour on like trout, speckled trout, redfish.
And the cornmeal just makes it extra crispier?
Yeah, it makes it crunchier.
That's a lot of meat off of only 2 catfish. Or is that some of the bass too?
No, well, that's just 2 catfish. And actually, I done a sorry job skinning because I couldn't find my good fillet knife. So I had an old sorry fillet knife that didn't sharpen.
I hate it when that happens.
And so it didn't do that good a job. So I could have got a lot more meat. But,
It looks pretty good though for 2 fish. It's actually a lot more meat than I was expecting.
Yeah.
Dang. You know, Neighbor Darrell can cook catfish a million different ways, and he has prepared it a million different ways for us on this channel. But the good old-fashioned, straight-up fish fry is quite possibly some of the best fish fry I've ever had. So I'm actually very excited that he's just doing it the normal way today. Darrell is about to drop his custom cocktail sauce recipe on us. I don't know about you guys, but with fried fish, especially like fried shrimp and, you know, certain things, I love cocktail sauce, but I'm excited about this.
I like it on French fries.
Okay, yeah, I would eat it on French fries, especially if it's good. That just depends on how good it is.
All right, this is the secret ingredients right here for a custom cocktail sauce. Of course, the number one thing is ketchup. And then a little bit of sugar. Some hot sauce.
Okay.
A little lemon juice.
Lemon juice, that's interesting. That's not one I would have guessed.
Plenty of black pepper. And horseradish. That's
Horseradish.
Stir that up.
Ooh, man, that smells good. Man, that looks good, Darrell. God, it looks so good. So how long do these cook, do you think, just kind of on average on high
Less than
heat?
5 minutes.
Okay.
Less than. That first batch took longer because I put the thickest pieces in there first.
Oh, yeah.
Like that. Them look, they probably take a good 5 minutes. But the other ones, like these skinny ones like here,
Yeah.
maybe 2 or 3 minutes.
Okay, I know it's probably too hot, but I just can't wait. No sauce on the first bite. It's just so good. The first bite tastes just like fried chicken. I mean,
Yeah,
it hits you in the face with like a fried chicken. And then you get the fish taste. And
Yeah.
it's such clean fish out of that pond.
Yeah, they are. They always have been.
Such clean, flaky meat. Oh my gosh, that's so good. It's such white, good, flaky fish meat right there. You might can see. So juicy. Great crunch to it. Just amazing piece of fish right there. Check out my view while I eat right here. I got Neighbor Darrell sitting right here. We got a dang
I
lake.
got waterfront property now.
Just being able to see the pond right here as we dine on some fresh catfish that just came out of that pond. That's pretty cool.
It is.
Well, that's what good fish looks like right there. It just disappears. It goes invisible on you. Darrell, that was amazing, man. I'm gonna take the rest of these home and the air fryer is gonna be seeing these later. Can't lie, I'm super bummed out about this whole thing, but at least we got to come out here one time and, you know, mess around some and catch some fish and have an adventure before this happened. But Darrell had so many plans, so I feel bad for him. But you know what? He's a resilient guy. He's going to be okay. And hell, you never know. The beavers could come back tomorrow and rebuild this dam. We could get another flood a week from then, and this whole thing could fill up again, and we could be repeating this process again a year from now. Who knows? But the electroshocking was a success at the backyard pond, and I feel personally like the fish population is a lot healthier than it was this time last year, and that's all I can ask for. I feel like we're trending in the right direction. And that fish that Darrell just cooked was freaking delicious. I am kind of ashamed to say I had like 7 pieces. I had 2 initially, and then a third. And I was like, okay, that's probably good. And then I ate 4 more. It was worth it. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching today's video. I love you so much. Make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you're hitting the thumbs up button. Make sure you're commenting down below. Thank you guys for being here. I love you. Neighbor Darrell loves you. We're out of here.